I'm starting this week's video a little bit later on in the week. It's actually already Wednesday. I have just been back to work this week and it's been a bit of a shock going back to work and getting back into that routine, but I've just needed a few days to settle in and today has been super productive. And I got this parcel through the door, so I thought I'd open it with you. I'm definitely feeling that New Year's kick that everyone seems to get. I had a lovely call with a coach earlier who I'm going to be working with as of next week. I don't know if I'll document a lot of that because filming in the gym is kind of scary. She's going to be helping me sort a plan and just generally getting back on track, which is going to be a bit of a task in January, as it always is, especially because it is my birthday month and I do like to treat myself by going out for dinner. Anyway, I said last week in my video that I had ordered some knitting needles and they have finally come today. They did take quite a while to arrive actually, but let's see what is in here. I'm so excited to look at them. I got my needles from a shop called Woolstack, which actually, as a beginner knitter who has not knit since she was probably in primary school, and even still, it was like one little tiny scarf and a wee wristband that I made. I'm not sure if it's actually any good, but these are the ones I went for. I did take recommendations off the trusty TikTok because we all know you need to trust every single opinion you hear on there. Not. This recommendation, however, came from a guy who owns like a knitting, yarn, fabric-y kind of shop, so I've got high hopes that he's going to deliver and they're going to be everything I was looking for. Even though, to be honest, I don't really know what I was looking for. Before I rip them open, I should probably show you what they are. They are the Knit Pro Nova needle in an attractive fabric case, so that really has sold it for me. And although I love sheep, it's not my usual go-to vibe. However, for a crafty thing, I can get behind it. And let's see, I don't know how it opens. Does it just pull out? Ooh, there we go. The only thing I didn't see before I'd actually hit order was I've seen a lot of people talking about how the numbers on the needles do wear off over time. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, and if it does, there was a recommendation online where you can buy a little plastic gauge which tells you what size they are. So I guess it is not the be all and end all. The last thing I ordered, which actually I need to go back because they're half a size too small, was a new set of trainers for the gym. I saw these and I had a birthday discount for 25% off. So I took my chance and look how amazing these are. I'm gonna say this wrong, but they are the Adizero Evo SL in silver, and I just think, if you can see past the label, I just think they're so cool. I love anything silver, so as soon as I saw that they had these shoes in a silver colorway, they were getting added to my basket. And that is all from me just now. I think I'm gonna have a pretty quiet end to the working week and then see what I can get up to this weekend. But right now I'm gonna go do some emails and all of that boring stuff that nobody wants to see, and quite frankly, I don't really want to do. Guys, what the actual hell? Look, it's been snowing. I've actually just come out, it's so early. And I've got my sliders on. It's not very thick at all, but I'm still happy to see a little blanket of white. Okay, I'm back out and dressed a bit more appropriately. This is so fun. It's not actually snowing that heavy anymore. It was a wee bit heavier early on. But look at this. Flo's doing the toilet, ignore her. Ooh, proper snow. Can I fix your wee lug? Oh, there we go. Oh, you're extra pretty. Look at that gorgeous girl. Here's your wee prints. Oh, look at that. My nails were actually stressing me out, so I've booked a last minute nail appointment because look at the state of that. I had to get my old ones off. They were way too long. I just got out from getting my nails done and look how cute they are. That one's a wee bit sore. Look how cute they are. Went very simple, so I couldn't go wrong. Just a nice little biab with chrome on top. And I haven't eaten, so I'm gonna go and get some food and a coffee. I'm actually never down this side of town. I think I'm gonna use it as an opportunity to go and try Slow Lane, I think it's called, bakery, which is where Hobbs used to be. So apparently it's pretty good. And then if that fails, there's another little cafe called Lounge 33 that plays vinyls. I think I'm gonna go and hit up and do some work in. I'm actually going here for dinner later, but the bakery is just up the road, so let's go. It closes at 3. I think I might be able to make it in time. Okay, I've got it to take away because they are closing very soon. I got the cinnamon bun and a flat white. General consensus is the cinnamon bun is a little bit on the crispy side and not as much cinnamon as I would like, but it's not bad. And the coffee I've not tried. Coffee's nice, so. So what did you think of the mid-yokin? You liked it? I thought it was nice. I thought the phamplet looked a bit more cozy. Yeah, I think we might have been in the wrong side of it. I'm actually getting a real kick out of these bird feet. They're so good. Look at where they've stomped around. That's hilarious. I fucking love them. Come on, Flo. Out you come. Come on. Keep going. Come on. Out you come. Out you come. Now, if you watched my goals video for 2026, you will know that one of my goals was to do the Fujifilm 1993, I think, photo trail of Edinburgh. And today is the day that I start that. There is 2 trails. There's the old town and the new town. I'm only going to do the new town today, but I'm already at stop 1 and I'm just about to go and find the little plaque on the floor to find the perfect photo spot. I'm not actually doing it quite in order, swapped them around a little bit, but my first stop of the day is Calton Hill, so I've just walked up the long way and I have made it. So we're actually up at the back of Calton Hill and I'm going to go and see if I can find spot number 1, which is technically spot number 2. It's again really cold today. The ground is so icy, it's quite slippy, so I'm hoping that I don't have any falls today. But yeah, let's go and find all of the perfect photo spots. Oh my goodness. In Edinburgh's new town. And if that is not a picture perfect view of Edinburgh, then I don't know what is. I'm not entirely sure where this is going to be. It doesn't actually tell you in the thing. I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere around this side looking onto the south of the city, because behind the bin, look how gorgeous that is. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but there is some noise going on down here. I think it's at Edinburgh Street Food, just over here. And I imagine it's the rugby or something, but they are loud, holy moly. Oh no, that can't be. Edinburgh Street Food is here. That is insane. Look at this. I still haven't been able to find the spot. I don't know what is going on. Okay, I'm classing this as photo stop 1. I've actually been walking around Calton Hill for so long and I could not find the plaque. So I went online and did some digging, and it turns out some of the plaques have actually been repaved over and then not replaced when they were getting work done. So I'm thinking that's maybe what's happened here. I'm not entirely sure, but I absolutely cannot find it. So we're going to move on to spot number 2, otherwise I'm going to have no time left. And then if I do end up finding it another time, I will show you. I've also come down the grassway, which was so unsafe. I don't know why I did this. Look at the state of this ground.
It doesn't even show how steep it is. Right, I'm actually gonna go in. Well, we're not off to the best start, but I do have a good idea of where spot number 2 is, so let's head over to Waverley and see if we can find that one instead. I have found spot number 2. It's on a really busy bit outside Waverley Station, but I'm gonna try and get a photo. God, that was so busy. Someone literally dunted my camera, I don't know if you saw, and I've just taken a turn down a quiet street just to get a little break from the crowds. And there's some hooligans, some street youths upsetting a restaurant, so they're all running away and shouting. So actually it's just a bit of chaos in town. I'm just gonna head to Frederick Street, which is stop number 3 on the photo trail, and fingers crossed that one's not paved over as well. This bit technically isn't on the trail, but I do love it as well. Minus the bin. And all the roadworks. I've realised I've kind of made a schoolboy error for any shots that face south of the city. Because it's winter and because I've left it so late in the day, all of the shots are so bright because the sun is so low. So I think this one might be a little bit better, and it just means I'm going to have to come back and redo them, which isn't a problem because it's quite nice to get out and get moving. I was going to sit and knit all day, so this is actually a lot more healthy. Just found spot number 3. Oh no, it's not. Spot number 3 is supposedly at the intersection on Frederick Street, which is where I'm at, but I have a feeling it's gone. But this is the pit, and this is the view. Never mind, I just spotted the actual spot. Some of them genuinely are so hard to spot. I'm gonna nip in while I'm here to Fortuna, just for a quick coffee, probably just get it to go and continue on. Right, the coffee has been secured from Fortuna. I like how they're still using their Christmas cups. They must be getting through the stock. That's really good. I'm now taking my coffee and I'm going to battle my way up the mound, which is going to be a whole palaver in itself, I imagine. And I'll go and find plaque number 4. Also, if you are curious about doing it at all, I will pop a link to all of the maps and different photos and everything, all the resources that you need to do it down below. I don't think it really matters if you're a tourist or a local. It's a fun thing to do and it's a good way to see the city in a different light. Also, I know loads of people have been getting Fujifilm cameras for Christmas and just for themselves over the last year or so. I think we've seen a little resurgence in the Fujifilm. So if you've got one, then it would be a really cool way to take it out for a spin. I'm definitely finding these plaques harder to locate than I initially thought it was going to be. I guess I never thought that the map was so vague and it just has a pin, but it doesn't actually tell you where it's going to be. And even when you read through the original magazine, it still doesn't tell you, and not all of them have photos that you can work it out for yourself. So I'm thinking it's going to be over here, because that is quite a popular spot looking down. I thought it might have been like looking up this way, but I'm not seeing any plaques. I also wish I took note of my step count before I came out, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of steps in this walk. Not even necessarily getting to each point, but just finding them, especially Colton Hill where I walked around it like 2 or 3 times. Either way, I'll have a look at what I'm on when I get home. Do you know what? Scrap that. I think I actually read the guide wrong and I'm at the top of the wrong set of stairs. I think it's meant to be the little ones, which I'm going to go and have a look, and if I'm correct it means I'm going to have to walk back up the big set, which will just add more steps onto my daily total. But yeah, I can see why it would be down here, because the view down here is so much better than the top of those steps. Like, look at that. Right over the railway station. There's a few people taking photos over here, so I'm thinking it might be where they are. Okay, we're actually back up at the top. I think it is up here, and I think this might be one of the ones that has been patched up And if I'm correct, this could be the spot. So this is the view from where I am, and this is the example photo, so you can let me know what you think. But I think I'm going to use this as the spot. Okay, I've just zoomed over to stop number 5, which is looking up at Edinburgh Castle from St Cuthbert's Kirkyard, I think it's called. And you do get a really gorgeous view of the castle on the way, so I did take a wee snap. Ignore that, it's from St Cuthbert's Churchyard, that's what it's called. The only thing I'm worried about is it is currently 3:08 and sunset is at 4:02, so I'm running on less than an hour of daylight. And I've still got another 5 spots to go, including this one is 6. We've made it to the parish of St Cuthbert, so I'm thinking the plaque can't be far away. Let me go and have a nosy. Okay, this is another one that I am really struggling to find. This is one of the views I've settled on because I cannot find the plaque. I've been all around the churchyard and I've been on this side, which leads into Princess Street Gardens, which it does mention because it also notes the Ross Fountain as another place to take photos of the castle, which I completely agree, that is a gorgeous spot. But yeah, I cannot find the other one. I'm gonna have one more look on my way up to the next spot, and if I can't, then we're just gonna use what we've got. I feel like this spot's quite similar to what they show in the example. I might take a pic here. Okay, it is time to go. We're gonna go and look for spot number 6. This is also what I've been using to follow the trail. So again, I've not been making it easy for myself, but from what I can see, spot number 6 is at Charlotte Square, so let's go. Also, I feel at this point I probably need a counter for how many times I've said let's go, because it is getting out of hand. I'm gonna try and quit it for the rest of this walk. I've just reached spot number 6, which is at Charlotte Square, and again, I cannot find the plaque anywhere, and the gardens here are private, so it definitely needs to be somewhere around it, and I've been all around it and I still can't find it. I wonder if when this trail was created it wasn't private, because judging by the photo they were inside. I'm gonna take what I can to recreate it and then we'll go from there. See, they had this building and it was taken from somewhere like in here, because it didn't really have trees in it. I had one tree in it and it had the gate, but there is absolutely 0 plaques up here, and because of the way the trees are, there's absolutely no way to recreate it without going inside. So I'm thinking I might just take one here. I just don't think it's going to be the nicest photo. Instead, I think I might walk up and get one taken like of the statue in the middle with that in the background, because I think that would be nicer. I'm just going to have to take this one as a loss and I'll come back again and see if I can find it. We are now going down to Mowry Place, which is stop number 7. I think this one's going to be quite hard to find because it's quite a big place. Basically around like a huge garden, and it's like a 12-sided road. If that even makes sense, probably not. I think if I use a little bit of common sense, it's going to be on this side rather than the little tiny pavement on this side. But honestly, with these plaques, you never know. They seem to be in the most random of spots, and they've got me really like second guessing every single thing I look at, because there's been a few times where I thought I found it and it's just been a drain. I'm now second guessing myself because the photo that they've got here, it looks like it was taken from the inside looking out, and I've almost made my way around the whole of the circle, and so far we've got nothing, so I'm gonna swap over. It's already 3:45, so we really are running out of daylight. I think we're gonna have to take this one as an L as well, because I cannot find it. I've been round, I've searched. No way, literally just as I said that, I've just found it. It's because it's covered up by some of this salt and grit because of the bad weather, so we actually need to face this way. Okay, and this is the view. Let's take a photo. I can't believe it, I literally walked by here first of all. Okay, we're not taking that as an L, we won. Let's go to stop number 8. I'm gonna put my foot on the pedal because we were almost at number 8 out of 10, and I've only got a little bit of daylight left. I'm hoping it'll stay light for maybe like 20-30 minutes after sunset, because it's only a little bit cloudy, so fingers crossed. I think it's probably the same for quite a lot of people, but actually the view from the bridge and Dean Village is one of my favourite in the city, so I'm excited for this one. Ah, I found it! Here we are. Woohoo! We made it! This is technically the official view, but I'm gonna step forward and get a wee pic. This one was easy. We have found photo stop number 9. And this is the view. How gorgeous. Although I will say that actually the whole place down here is nice. But tell me that is not stunning. Okay, quick photo and then off to stop number 10. The lights have come on and I have a 13-minute walk to stop number 10. And it is already 12 minutes past 4, so sun has set, so let's get a move on and see if we can make it. Also, my battery is red, so if it dies and I have to swap to my phone, you'll know why. Of course, the last stop is one that I'm going to struggle with as well. This is the view that I've got currently. Stunning. It does say on the thing, on the guide, that the best view is from either Grosvenor Crescent or Lansdowne Crescent. So I thought, I'll take one here just in case. But actually on the map it says it's like, you can't see where I'm pointing. It says it's like over here and round to the right, but that's where I went to start with and it wasn't there. So I'm going to try it one more time, and if not, I'll take a photo, and again it'll be one that I come back to because it is already dark and the photos that I'm taking honestly are not that good, but I do want to have them just so that I've finished the trail. So I'm standing exactly where it says on the map, and I can see why this would be the spot, because that is like a gorgeous view of the cathedral. In fact, it's probably even nicer if you walk around a bit and get a bit more. But it's just not here, and I don't know if I'm just missing it because it's dark. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that a day. I think it was a success. I got a photo in every single spot in the new town, but I am gonna go back to a few like I mentioned. So yeah, that was a fun little activity to do on a Saturday. And I'm going to do the Old Town one next. But for now, I'm going to head home and get some food because I've just realised I have not eaten all day. Also, I don't think it shows that well on camera, but it genuinely is so dark. I don't know how my camera is still going battery-wise, but I just remembered whilst I was walking home that I wanted to check in and see how many steps I did whilst I did the Newtown Fuji Trail. And the results are in. Obviously, this includes steps that I did before I left, but I'm currently on a total of just over 15,000. So I'd say a good like 14,000, which is not bad. I realised that I have not filmed at all today, but today has really just been a chilled one. There's been nothing exciting. I'm currently just brewing a little cup of tea and I'm going to go get showered, wash my barnet and get ready for the week. Literally all we did was take the dogs a quick walk. It has been pouring all day. Then we went, did a nice big old food shop to get ready for the week. And I realised that I'm starting with my coach tomorrow, so I want to get back into the gym. But I have no pairs of gym leggings, like all my black gym leggings have probably disappeared. Also, I'm realising how loud this kettle probably sounds, but hopefully you can hear me over it. But yeah, so I went to M&S whilst I was at the shopping centre, and I picked up a little pair of soft black leggings that will hopefully do the trick. So yeah, happy with that. And side note, this is one of my favourite mugs. I got it from the pottery shop in, is it Crail? I think so. I attempted to start knitting today for the first time and failed miserably because I realised, one, that I bought the wrong yarn for the project that I wanted to work on, and because I was so desperate to continue, I found another project which was pretty simple. It was just like a beanie that would work with the yarn that I've bought, and I was following so many YouTube tutorials, and I cannot even get past the casting on stage, which is the very first step. So I didn't end up filming any of it because it was very frustrating, and I'm going to try again at some point during the week because I am determined. And that has literally brought us until now. I don't know if it's the jar that it's in, but it's making my sugar go very hard. I wonder if you're not meant to put sugar in a ceramic dish.
that is not something that I thought of. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready for bed, wind down for the evening, and I will see you next week because I'm signing off. Bye.